there, Scorpio. It is so good to see you again. I'm Mary Sue, and I'm so grateful that you're here. Today, we are doing your December career and money tarot reading. So we'll take a look at the overall energies with the oracle cards, and then we'll move to the tarot for more details. And if you're enjoying the content that I create or resonating with the message, I'd really appreciate it if you would consider liking, commenting, or subscribing. I really do appreciate all of your support. Okay, so let's see what we have here. Rhino Spirit, overcome any obstacle. A loyal heart. Okay, now this is career money, but I feel like, there's almost like an obstacle, either with, like a business partner, a co-worker. It could even be like a client, or it could even be a personal relationship. Does not have to be romantic, but it's kind of something that is kind of affecting your career and money sector at this time. So let's take a look at what is going on, because you're going to overcome this obstacle. There's a nice sense of knowing that in the end, you have each other's back. You see how the owls are kind of facing away from each other, but they're looking at the back of each other. So it's kind of like knowing that this person, this situation really does have your back is going to help you to overcome the obstacles, whatever this is. This could even be, this is lovely. Yeah, sacred. Look at this, and your energy is coming out. This is the Death card, transformation. Knowing that this is on your path to help bring in something new, especially here at the end of the year, clearing something out so that you can really step into this sense of being yourself, your true authentic self, stepping into a greater version of yourself right here as we're finishing out this year and stepping into the new year. Yeah, look, you have Fool, Hanged Man, putting down some burden. That you have been, it's almost like some type of either financial burden or some type of obstacle that, you've had to take a look at in different ways. I love this energy because I feel like this is something that has been kind of like bothering you for some time. Okay, so it's I'm getting that energy of like a nagging headache or a nagging backache, right? It's something that is kind of like zapping your energy, but it's something that you have kind of continued moving on. You haven't kind of like stopped because of whatever this is. So it's kind of like, when you have like a little bit of a nagging headache, it's not like a migraine or something like that. It's just that one of those little nagging headaches, but you can continue working. I think you persevered through whatever this obstacle is, but now it's kind of like, okay, wait a minute. I've got to take a look at whatever this obstacle is. I want to take a look at it in a different perspective, because it's time to kind of figure out, why do I have that headache? Why do I have that backache? What can I do to eliminate this so that I have more time and energy, inspiration to move forward? Yeah, so I feel like this is a situation, okay? And so once again, it could be a business partner. It could be, just something at work, a situation that is kind of like nagging at you that you haven't taken care of. It could be a financial issue, something that it's a little bit of that putting your head in the sand type of energy, not really wanting to deal with it. And now that the end of the year is coming upon us, it's kind of like, okay, I have to take care of this. Whether, it's a relationship, or it's, a financial matter that you just know here at the end of the year, I got to take care of that. It's that type of energy, and it's going to help you have the energy, the inspiration, the motivation to start this new year in a much higher level of energy. It's just that sense of having that headache and then finally getting rid of the headache and going, wow, okay, now I can get some stuff done. So let's see what we have here for your present energy. Yeah, we have 8 of Wands and we have the honoring path. I think this is a conversation that you're having with someone, kind of a conversation where you know, whatever this situation is, it's just been nagging at you, you know. You haven't really spoken your truth with this person. You've kind of been holding back a little bit, but you're seeing that the only way to handle this situation is to have this discussion, whatever it is. So, so let's clarify this. Yeah, lovely energy. We have the moon card underneath. I think you're trying to figure out, you know, there's some news that good news, Page of Wands is good news. It's also a new sense of inspiration, but with the moon card, you're kind of fearful of it. You know, you're not really sure where it's going to lead. Putting a lot of time and energy into something and wanting it to turn. You're wanting something to turn in your favor. And, you know, we have a full moon in Gemini today. This is an energy where we go within, we allow ourselves to take the time to reflect on those things that we do ourselves and that hold us back from what our heart truly desires. So with the honoring path, you have something that your heart truly desires, your soul's purpose, your sense of fulfillment, abundance, love, joy. And you're taking action on it. You're having a conversation with somebody because it's kind of like, okay, I'm putting my head down, but I'm having a hard time having things kind of work out for me, right? So it's kind of like you're taking a moment to say to yourself, okay, what is really holding me back? And I feel like you're looking at the situation and it's kind of like reflecting on it. Okay, I'm really kind of holding a big burden here. You know, it could be talking to your boss about, you know, I have this burden that, you know, I feel like I have to stay late every night, you know, but I have a family to get home to. Having a conversation with your boss about, you know, I really need to be leaving like an hour earlier than I normally am, you know, or it could be, you know, having a conversation with a coworker, right? That kind of like wants to chat it up for 30 minutes every day. And you're kind of like, I got to get my work done because I want to get home to my family. It's one of those types of things where you're recognizing you're allowing somebody to kind of drain your energy, right? Or that headache to drain your energy. And you're actually kind of like speaking up for yourself. There's this sense of understanding that this burden needs to be, you know, this obstacle needs to be discussed, right? And it's a molehill. It's not a huge obstacle, but what it is going to do is help you to step into this energy of being more inspired, motivated, having this sense of, okay, I'm more in control because you're saying no to something. I feel like there's this sense of saying no to something in order to give yourself this sense of moving more towards what your heart truly desires. So let's take a look at your area of resistance here, your obstacle. Yeah, so we have great gratitude and then we have the Five of Swords. The Five of Swords is, you know, she's kind of like looking at the past, you know. I feel like there's this sense of there's something here that you really want. There's something that you're really grateful for. And yet it's tinged by this obstacle. It's tinged by whatever is going on here, right? And so it's kind of like, all right, you know, I can't really and truly, it's like having the perfect job, right? But maybe, I'm trying to think, okay, maybe having the perfect job, a job that you really and truly love. But the thing is that I'm trying to think of a molehill. You have to, you have to, I'm thinking about lunch. You have to eat lunch at your desk. I don't know why. Okay, you have to eat lunch at your desk. And you're kind of like, you know, I'd really talk to your boss about how it would be really beneficial for you to be able to go take a walk, okay, at your lunchtime. you know, that by sitting at your desk so that you can answer the phone or something like that, even during your lunchtime, you're kind of like, I really would appreciate a 30-minute break so that I can go for a walk or I can eat my lunch outside or something like that. You know, it's kind of like by allowing yourself to take back something that is really important to you, you step into this energy of enjoying your job even more. Yeah, there's this little bit of a conflict, you know? It's like talking to your coworker and saying, you know, I love my job, but you know, you come by every day and you want to gossip for 30 minutes, you know. Could we just chit chat for 5 minutes, you know, or could we chit chat at lunch, something like that, you know. There's this conflict that is keeping you from having the balance in the situation that you're looking for. Because look at this, this is unbalanced, you know. You have something really good here. There's just something that is holding it back from being amazing. So let's take a look at your advice. Yeah, you know what to do. There is this sense of finding the clarity about what you have to let go of, what this burden is, and having this conversation or you know, making this change. Whatever it is, it's kind of like, yeah, this is really going to change my attitude about this. Yeah, bring in your 10 of Cups. You know, it really does. It's about going, just taking a look at this in a different way, of taking some action, you know, having the courage, the strength, the confidence that when you make this change, you're transforming this. You're taking something, you know, once again, it's not like a big change. It's a little bit about changing your perspective of the situation. There is that. But it's also about having a conversation with somebody. I think it's like getting something off your chest, you know? Once again, it's just, you can overcome this in order to bring in this extreme happiness. Okay, so let's see what we have here for your Soul Truth card. And Scorpio, I do personal readings, so if you're interested, the link is in the description box below. I'd really be honored to do a reading for you. All right, so let's see what this is. What else could this mean? There are always multiple ways to look at every situation. Our first reaction is usually rooted in our fears and limiting beliefs. Look at a situation today by stepping outside of the trigger and ask, what else could this mean? Yeah, so it's a little bit of, you know, say that coworker that wants to come by and gossip for 30 minutes every day, right? You know, it's triggering you. It's, you know, preventing you from really enjoying your job, okay? But, you know, also having a little bit of compassion. Why is your coworker doing this? You know, it is about stepping into that person's perspective, because we have the Hanged Man energy here. I think once you step into that perspective, you have this conversation with this person, right? And then you recognize, okay, maybe this person is going through something difficult at this time, and they're looking for a friend, you know? Or perhaps they're concerned about, you know, losing their job, and they're trying, I know it sounds odd, but they're trying to gain some confidence that they're going to be okay, you know, by talking to you, you know, kind of like venting and seeing what you have to say. I feel like, you know, if it's something like that, this person really looks up to you. You may not see that, but once you have this conversation with this person, it kind of changes your relationship. And then suddenly it's kind of like not only is it no longer an obstacle, it's kind of like you're really grateful for this relationship. You see how you can benefit from, you know, being friends or having a more, you know, compassionate, more friendly type of energy with this person, that this person can really actually help you in the long run. Really interesting. Very much a transformation of energy here. All right, well, I'm going to leave it there. I do wish you so much love and light in this situation and all your situations, and I hope to see you again really soon. Bye for now.